Hey guys, today I just want to talk about how important it is for our bodies to be aligned and symmetric in order to improve our running form. And what I saw yesterday, I actually coached a chi running class yesterday, and I was seeing a runner who is doing great. He's running marathons and he's training up for good running distances, but he's having some knee issues every once in a while. And he had this really crooked form. And, we worked on some things to adjust that. We do things to improve our aligning of the posture in general. But what happened is he was still kind of cattywampus, where one hip was lower than the other. He's kind of dragging his right shoulder down and his arm was out to the side. So what we worked on is a process that I work through with a lot of my runners, is just get the body balanced throughout several major movements. And the big one we did with him was just checking how well he was doing sitting, and checked how far he could rotate to one side and then to the other side. And what we found on him was a dramatic difference between the two. And we looked at a few other things, and they looked okay. There was a couple other things we could have looked at, but that was the first one we did. And we did the thing that we typically do with our physical therapy patients, is to balance it out by getting everything back in balance. So what I mean by that is, if you're crooked and if you're kind of, this a teeter-totter, if it's tilted this way, we don't want to just load both sides of the teeter-totter. We need to load it on one side to balance it out. So that's exactly what we did. We worked one side to the body and worked on balancing it out. And after that, we tested a few other movements. There was something where he had a problem with his knee, and it kind of hurt to squat down a little bit. So we did the same thing. Instead of doing that painful knee, we did something up in the trunk and did some movements up in there, and that made a big difference for him. And I think that was a very big eye-opener in his mind, and it is a big eye-opener in a lot of my runners' minds. Of nobody's looked at this, and they looked at how the whole body is tilted off one side or the other, but then also they don't get a specific process on how to balance out the body in a specific way to get the body back in balance, and to actually then retest the movement to see if it's better, and make sure that the movements that you're doing are actually creating the alignment goals that we want, which is as symmetric as you can on the left side as on the right side, with almost all major movements of the body. So that's what I do when I teach folks, and it's a really easy to follow strategy. So patients that I see in the clinic, they do really well because I teach them how to do this, and then you can go ahead and do it on your own. But it is a recipe. You have to know how to do it right. If you don't do it quite right, it just doesn't work out very well. So that's why I'm here to teach this type of stuff. But once you have it, and I give you the direct email support of certain videos and things that kind of help you with your learning process, and I'm also there as a resource as you go through the process as well. So if you're interested in some of the approaches that I've been doing, that's great. Or if you're just sick of just doing any random exercise and it's not quite working out for you, reach out to me. I'm available. I'm Xtra Mile Physical Therapy. You can check me out online, and I'd look forward to just having a quick, even 10-20 minute chat with you about what's going on, and how my approach is quite a bit different than most other folks, and tends to get results even better because of the way I'm thinking a little bit outside the box and helping the body get the body in symmetry to where it needs to be. Then I can get to the point where you can start running a lot better. So I hope this is helpful. I'd love to hear back from you and give you some more advice of what to do next. And I wish you the best in your running. All right. Take care.